Hello students, this is about the economy of Maharashtra. The topic undertaken today will be the study of the economy of Maharashtra as a whole. Before getting into the economic pattern, let us see how we have the introduction to the economy of Maharashtra. Let us see how the geographical pattern hits or how the geographical pattern is influencing the economy of Maharashtra. This is the map of Maharashtra. You must be familiar with many of the cities of Maharashtra, right? There, and you can see the neighboring places also. All right, we can see Telangana, we can see Karnataka. All right, you have Madhya Pradesh. These are the neighboring states. You can see Telangana, you have Karnataka, all right. You have the sea that is also the part of the state, right. We enjoy all the benefits of being or all the benefits of situated near the coastal area, right. Let's move on to the other slide. Yes, now we have the Maharashtra district map. This is very important to be studied because if you know this clearly, it will help you out to do or to study or to keep in mind the different economic sectors, the different sectors which you will be studying, as how the districts, the 36 districts. Mind you children, we have the 36 districts in Maharashtra, and we have the 6 revenue divisions. We have the 6 revenue divisions and we have 36 districts. We have 36 districts. I have named them. I have put them in the alphabetical order for you all. Ahmednagar, Akola, Amravati, Aurangabad, Beed, Bandra, Bulandra, Chandrapur, Dhule, Gadchiroli, Gondia, Hingoli, Jalgaon, Jalna, Kolhapur, Latur, Mumbai City, Mumbai Suburban, Nagpur, Nanded, Nandurbar, Nashik, Osamnanabad, Palghar, Parbhani, Pune, Raigad, Ratnagiri, सांगली, सतारा, सिंधुदुर्ग, सोलापुर, ठाणे, वर्धा, वाशीम, Yavatmal. These are the 36 districts. Even if we don't remember, which is actually practically impossible, थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है हमें इन 36 districts या 36 जिलों के नाम याद रखना, पर we can always have to know कि 36 जिले हैं महाराष्ट्र में. महाराष्ट्र राज्य में 36 जिले हैं. There are 36 districts in the state of Maharashtra, and you have 6 revenue divisions. Children, you have 6 revenue divisions, namely Mumbai, Konkan, Pune, Western Maharashtra, Nashik, Khandesh, Aurangabad, Marathwada, Amravati, Vidarbha, Nagpur, Vidarbha again. Okay, so you have 6 revenue divisions, and in these revenue divisions you have a revenue divisional officer who is basically a government officer who has a work of collecting revenues from the state. He will collect the revenue and he will see that the revenue is utilized for the development of the state, right. So RDO, that is the revenue divisional officer, will be held responsible or is liable to head the revenue division. These 6 revenue divisions, Mumbai, Pune, Nashik, Aurangabad, Amravati and Nagpur. इट विल बी वेरी हेल्पफुल अगर हम ये 6 रेवेन्यू डिविजन्स के नाम याद रख सकें। हम इन 6 रेवेन्यू डिविजन्स के नाम याद रख सकें तो वो हमारे लिए बहुत हेल्पफुल रहेगा, आगे हमारे लिए इजी रहेंगी चीजें, क्योंकि इन पे क्वेश्चंस बहुत बनते हैं। नाम दीजिए 6 रेवेन्यू डिविजन्स के, कि कितने रेवेन्यू डिविजन्स हैं ऐसा। डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स के आपको नाम याद रखना थोड़ी सी मुश्किल जाएगी, पर इतना पता होना चाहिए कि देयर आर 36 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स, 36 जिले हैं, और यू हैव 6 रेवेन्यू डिविजन्स अंडर द महाराष्ट्र डिस्ट्रिक्ट। ओके, आई मूव ऑन टू द न्यू स्लाइड। You have the economy of Maharashtra. Now we will have the actual study of the features. पहला फीचर जो है वो है महाराष्ट्र is the second largest populated state in the world. Okay? Maharashtra is supposed to be the second largest, as you can see it's written, the second largest populated state in the country. The population of the state was 11.24 crores, okay, during 2011. All right, आपको यहाँ पे ये ध्यान देना है कि ये है आपकी सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेटेड स्टेट इन द कंट्री, विच इज द फर्स्ट लार्जेस्ट स्टेट है यूपी। उत्तर प्रदेश इज द फर्स्ट लार्जेस्ट स्टेट इन द कंट्री। ओके, तो पहला फीचर है कि सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट स्टेट जो है वो है आपकी महाराष्ट्र, राइट, लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेटेड, और जो फर्स्ट लार्जेस्ट पॉपुलेटेड है वो है यूपी या उत्तर प्रदेश। ओके, देन यू हैव द सेकेंड फीचर एज महाराष्ट्र इज द थर्ड लार्जेस्ट, okay, third largest state in the country in terms of geographical area. Third largest state in the country. First कौन सी है यहाँ पे? First है राजस्थान, second है मध्य प्रदेश। First राजस्थान है, second मध्य प्रदेश है, third पे हमारी महाराष्ट्र आती है in the terms of geographical area, which is about 3.08 lakh square kilometers. तो थर्ड तो है ही है इन टर्म्स ऑफ ज्योग्राफिकल एरिया, लेकिन आपको इसी साथ फर्स्ट और सेकंड का भी आइडिया मिल गया है, जो कि है फर्स्ट प्लेस इज टेकन अप बाय राजस्थान एंड सेकंड प्लेस इज बैक्ड बाय मध्य प्रदेश। ओके, द थर्ड फीचर ऑफ द इकोनॉमी ऑफ महाराष्ट्र इज इट इज द मोस्ट अर्बनाइज्ड स्टेट विथ अर्बनाइज्ड का मतलब है कि सबसे ज्यादा जो ये स्टेट सबसे ज्यादा अर्बनाइज्ड एरिया को कवर की है। यहाँ गांव कम है, अर्बन एरिया ज्यादा हैं। इट इज द मोस्ट अर्बनाइज्ड स्टेट विथ 45.20% of its population living in towns and cities. So 45% जो population है वो cities में रह रही है, ना कि गांव में। अर्बनाइज्ड है मतलब कि more people are living in cities rather than choosing to live in villages. That is a positive sign. That if you are choosing to live in urban areas means your urban areas are providing you more job satisfaction, more job opportunities. Okay, the next feature is according to 2011 census, the sex ratio of Maharashtra was 929 females per 1000 males. यानी कि यहाँ पे females कम है, males ज़्यादा हैं, right? So this was something which we still need to put pressure, that having a female child is equally good. Having a female child is equally a status of pride for the parents as having a male child. But the state is still very backward in that position. Now if you talk about the another feature, it says the state literacy rate. Literacy यानी कि आप यहाँ पे जो लिटरेट लोग हैं, जो पढ़ाई लिखाई है, जो पढ़े लिखे लोग हैं, लिटरेसी रेट वाज 82.3%, which is an exceptionally good figure. The state literacy rate, you know, the more, see, 82.3% of the population is educated, right? So this in itself is commendable. The next feature, according to Economic Survey of Maharashtra for 2016-17, the state had the highest growth of GSDP. All right, highest, the state has the highest growth of GSDP, gross state domestic product, and state per capita income in comparison to the other states. तो हाईएस्ट ग्रोथ होना भी अपने आप में इट इज एन अचीवमेंट. द स्टेट हैज द हाईएस्ट ग्रोथ ऑफ जीएसडीपी एंड एसपीसीआई in comparison to other states. That is another good thing. That is again an achievement for the state. The next feature, the state economy is characterized by, okay, abundant of natural resources. One thing that we have in abundance is the water. Yes, that water, I'm not talking about the drinking water, it is just the natural or the water resources. क्योंकि we are situated, the geographical location helps us, right? Because we are situated on the coastal area, so the trade, the international trade, the national trade becomes very convenient, right? So hindrances, जो भी उसमें बाधाएं आती हैं, whatever hindrances come up, they are resolved easily, right? अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ स्किल्ड, हाँ, कोस्टल एरियाज के साथ साथ और भी ऐसे बहुत नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज हैं जो कि हमारे स्टेट में पाए जाते हैं. अदर देन बीइंग लोकेटेड ऑन द कोस्टल एरियाज, देयर आर मेनी good resources of natural resources which are given, we are blessed by the nature, right? We have those resources, the state of Maharashtra. बट ये है कि हाँ, उनको एक्सप्लॉइट करना भी एक आर्ट है. Sometimes we don't know that these natural resources are there, but yes, if we come to know, we should be able, or the state should be able to exploit those natural resources ideally, and for the that it can give the most benefit to the humans and for the growth of the country. Availability of skilled manpower, yes, lot of people have been gaining skills residing in the country or moving out maybe, right? So there are many people who are gaining skills, they are getting skilled, अपने काम में वो निपुण हो रहे हैं. धीरे धीरे करके काम करने के लिए आजकल ट्रेनिंग्स, रिसर्च, डेवलपमेंट इतना चालू हो गया है स्टेट में कि yes, the people are getting skilled. Whatever, see, if the manpower और द पर्सन इज स्किल्ड, उसको वही काम करने में, जो काम करने में 4 घंटे लगते थे, वो आधे टाइम में उससे काम अच्छे से होगा. और दूसरी चीज ये होगा कि वो रिसोर्सेज को कम वेस्ट करेगा. When you know how to do the job well on, then you will be doing that job in a lesser time and without wasting much resources. Okay, this is another feature. So you have ample skilled manpower in the state economy. All right, I move on to the other slide. You have the technological advancement also. We are very technologically advanced state. Yes, because the people or the manpower or the workforce is very, very advanced. They are getting training from the country, and they are also being sent by the employers outside the country to gain technological knowledge about how to operate machines, about how to be at par with the other countries. तो अगर हमारी कंट्री में हम टेक्नोलॉजिकली एडवांस्ड हो जाएंगे, सो यू नीड नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द अदर कंट्रीज फॉर एनीथिंग probably. The next or the feature is developed infrastructure, basic infrastructure, roads, railways, water, transport. If this is developed, then that makes the strong foundation for the growth and development of the country as a whole. एक एक स्टेट भी अगर अपना पूर्ण योगदान, full contribution देगी, तो nobody can stop the country from being or achieving the best thing. All right. So this is, if you have a strong infrastructure, nobody can stop you, right? But the problem is that you need to have the overall development of the infrastructure. The last feature of the economy of Maharashtra, Maharashtra is the most favored destination for creativity. बहुत क्रिएटिविटी है यहाँ पे, बहुत स्किल्ड लेबर है, इन्वेस्टमेंट करते हैं लोग यहाँ पे आके. ऑल राइट, पीपल आर इन्वेस्टिंग because it is, they find it very favorable. Okay, and there is a, यहाँ पे favorable क्यों है यहाँ पे? Because we are on the encashing the geographical location. हमने इतनी स्टेट में इतनी फॉरेस्ट्री भी है, उतनी हमारे यहाँ पे नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज भी ब्लेस्ड हैं. सो पीपल, वी हैव द एयरपोर्ट फैसिलिटी, वी आर कनेक्टेड एवरीवेयर. कनेक्टिविटी अच्छी होगी तो बाहर से लोग माइग्रेट होंगे, यहाँ पे नौकरी के लिए आएंगे, दे विल कम फॉर एवरीथिंग. सो देयर इज मोर इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड सर्टेनली टूरिज्म. आप अपनी प्लेसेस को अगर आप पॉलिश करेंगे, आप अपनी प्लेसेस को आप, you will keep your history, you will keep your if you will keep your old monuments alive, right, you will have the repairs and renewals, then definitely there will be more people who will be coming in from India and from outside the country for the sake or the purpose of tourism. You have to offer something different to attract the people. All right. The next slide. Different sectors, right? This is the most important thing as we will be studying here is the sectors of the Indian economy. What are these sectors? These sectors are, first, the primary sector, then you have the secondary and the tertiary sectors. These are इंडिपेंडेंट एंड इंटरडिपेंडेंट इन नेचर. इंडिपेंडेंट यानी ये आत्मनिर्भर है, अपने आप से भी काम करते हैं और एक दूसरे पे निर्भर भी हैं किसी ना किसी तरीके से. ठीक है, तो ये जो तीनों सेक्टर हैं, यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द थ्री सेक्टर्स ऑफ द इकोनॉमी. यू हैव, फर्स्ट इज द प्राइमरी सेक्टर, एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर, डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू द नेचर is the primary sector. All right, so you have the primary sector as the basic sector directly connected to the nature, agriculture. Okay, secondary sector, this is related to the manufacturing activities, right, from where it gets the raw materials from the primary sector. तो ये अपने आप में भी निपुण है पर ये इस पे निर्भर भी है, राइट. इट इज इंडिपेंडेंट इन इट्स ओन नेचर, बट येट अनदर एस्पेक्ट दैट कम्स आउट दैट इट इज डिपेंडेंट ऑल्सो ऑन द प्राइमरी सेक्टर फॉर रॉ मटीरियल्स, फॉर मैन पावर, एवरीथिंग. देन द थर्ड सेक्टर इन टॉक इज द टर्शरी और द लास्ट और द सर्विस सेक्टर. एक्टिविटीज जनरेटिंग सर्विसेज, जो भी सर्विसेज जनरेट हो रही हैं, बैंकिंग, इंश्योरेंस, कम्युनिकेशन, वेयरहाउसिंग, एजुकेशन, ये सब एग्जाम्पल्स हैं आपके टर्शरी सेक्टर्स के. ओके, सो दीज आर द डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स which you will be studying in detail in the next chapter. Thank you so much.